Welcome to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Our time in the sun is over and now we have to head back home. Today we're going to be flying in first class on United.
We'll be checking out their service on board a Boeing 737 MAX 9. Join us as we put one of United's newest first class cabins to the test. We'll evaluate the seat comfort, in-flight service, and overall value of United's premium cabin experience.
This is also a dinner flight, so we're going to evaluate United's catering and see if it's any good.
Plus, stick around and we'll tell you how much we paid for this flight so you can determine if it's worth the upgrade. Welcome to the capital of Puerto Rico, San Juan. We're starting today at Luis Munoz Marin International Airport, airport code SJU. Puerto Rico is a U.S. overseas territory located between the Dominican Republic and the U.S. Virgin Islands. No passport is required if you're traveling from the mainland U.S. SJU is the busiest airport in the Caribbean with over 13.5 million passengers in 2025. The island is home to more than 3 million people.
If you're flying out of San Juan, there's one thing you must do before you head to your airline check-in or TSA, and that is go to the USDA inspection.
If you've ever flown out of Hawaii, you've probably seen this. Among other things, they're checking to make sure you're not taking any fresh fruits or vegetables or plants off the island. You'll see signs for this just inside the terminal. Make sure you complete this before heading to your airline to check in. With USDA inspection complete, let's head over to United. Our first class ticket gets us access to the priority check-in line. 2 70-pound check bags are included with our ticket. The bag drop was a quick process and now it's off to security. If the lines are long, you can also walk over to the other terminal and use that checkpoint. All of the gates in San Juan are connected airside. After security, you're dropped into a duty-free store. Good to note, even if you're traveling back to the mainland, you can buy duty-free.
Just like Delta and American, United does not provide lounge access on a domestic first class ticket.
That wouldn't matter today because United does not have a lounge in San Juan. But there are a few priority pass and credit card lounge options at SJU. The Global Lounge Network operates 2 lounges, a small location near the JetBlue gates and a second location near the Sea gates. This is closer to American, United, Delta, and Southwest flights. Both of these accept priority pass. We reviewed one of those lounges in a previous video when we flew JetBlue Mint. We'll leave a link in the description if you want to check that out. Plus, now's a good time to click that like button and subscribe so you never miss one of our flight reviews. We missed the Escape Lounge last time we were here, so let's go check that out. This lounge is located near gate B2. There are a few ways to access the Escape Lounge. You can access it with the American Express Platinum or Centurion card. Delta Reserve card members are also eligible if flying on a same-day Delta ticket. AMEX cardholders receive 2 complimentary guests. This lounge also sells day passes on a space-available basis for $55 per person. Upon arrival, there was a waitlist today, so I signed up. They text you when it's your turn to enter, and fortunately, the wait today was only about 10 minutes. The Escape Lounge is open daily from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. The lounge is located 1 level below the gates. It's not a large space, but it's nicely broken up into a few different seating areas. There's a bar across from the elevator and main staircase. It features a limited selection of complimentary alcohol and non-alcoholic drinks. Oddly, they didn't have any beer, which was disappointing since they advertised their partnership with a San Juan brewery. In the center of the lounge is a food buffet. It featured a decent mix of hot and cold items. The shredded meat was actually quite good. You can definitely find enough food here for a meal before a flight. There were several friendly staff walking around taking drink orders. This included coffee, tea, and water. The main coffee machine by the buffet was out of order. Seating is broken into a few different areas. There are dining tables and chairs near the buffet and tucked behind the elevator and staircase. Near the bar area was a sofa. Many of the seats were perfect for solo travelers and featured high walls for privacy. There were also pairs of seats together. It was tough to film since this lounge was quite busy most of our visit. There are 3 single-user restrooms in this lounge, and they were kept clean. There are no showers in this lounge. The lounge is at ground level and does offer a pretty good view of the nearby Southwest Airlines gate. There is Wi-Fi, it was easy to connect, and speeds were very fast.
So this Escape Lounge isn't bad. It's a little small, and there was a short wait to get in today. Now it's about half empty. The only big problem is it's really warm. The air conditioning's not working, so they have some temporary units, and it looks like they've been here for a while, so I'm guessing it's always like this.
Having been to all of the lounges at SJU, the Escape Lounge definitely had the best food. But the other lounges aren't bad options either, and I think they had a better selection of drinks. Our 3-hour and 30-minute flight today takes us 1,570 miles from San Juan, Puerto Rico to Washington Dulles Airport on board a Boeing 737 MAX 9 in first class.
Time to board our flight.
United uses the B gates in San Juan. Boarding here can get a bit hectic as the gate areas are a bit crowded. We've said it before about United, but one of our biggest complaints with United's boarding process is that they board the 1K members well before Zone 1, even if they're not in first class. So even if you're in Zone 1, you're going to be competing for overhead bin space with the 1Ks who got on before you. This can also mean you may be putting your bag in economy, which on a paid first class ticket is not an ideal situation. Boarding started right on time. On this 737 MAX 9, there are 20 first class seats in a standard 2-2 layout. The aircraft also features 45 extra legroom economy seats and 114 standard economy seats in a 3-3 layout. I'm in 1B today, the bulkhead. This flight was completely full. One of the reasons we tend to avoid the bulkhead is there's no underseat storage. All personal items and bags must go in the overhead bin for takeoff and landing. Fortunately, there was enough overhead bin space on today's flight. The advantage of the bulkhead is that no one's going to recline into your space. Today we're on a 2-year-old 737 MAX 9 featuring United's new signature interior. Depending on what version of this plane you get, you may or may not get an IFE screen. The older MAX 9s don't have screens. The first class seats are 20 inches wide with a pitch of 37 inches. The legroom is good and on par with other domestic first class seats. The crew had all of the window shades closed to keep the cabin cool, and the lights were very dim, so it was difficult to film the cabin upon boarding. Here's a shot of these seats from a previous trip we had on United's MAX 9. The legroom in the bulkhead is decent, however there are no cutouts at the bottom of the partition for your feet, so keep that in mind. We like to see individual air vents above. This is also where you'll find the reading light. There's a wide center armrest. At the front is a small table. Tucked between the seats is a space to hold a water bottle and the universal power outlet and USB-C port. Unfortunately, my outlet didn't work, but the USB-C port did. In front of the seat is a small storage pocket. This was large enough to hold a tablet. And under the center armrest is a small storage cubby. The bifold tray table pops out of the armrest. It was sturdy and it featured an integrated device holder. Under the armrest closer to the aisle is another storage compartment, large enough for a laptop or something skinny. The seats feature an adjustable headrest that goes both up and down and the wings fold in. Blankets were also passed out by the flight crew, which is a nice touch. Overall, the seat is comfortable with decent padding for our 3.5-hour flight. Pre-departure drinks of water or sparkling wine were offered, both in plastic cups. I had some water. We do wish United offered a full selection of pre-departure beverages like some other carriers. Boarding wrapped up and we pushed back from the gate a few minutes early. Let's get up in the air and we'll take a look at the entertainment options on board. As we mentioned earlier, these newer MAX 9s feature IFE screens. Each seat has a 13.3-inch touchscreen. The screen is bright and fairly responsive. The system features a large selection of movies and TV series. The IFE supports Bluetooth as well. I was able to easily connect my AirPods. Wired earbuds are also available from the crew if you forget to bring your own. This plane features a fully interactive in-flight map, and the flight tracker allows for a selection of views. I also liked that I could access the onboard menu in the IFE. Since I'm not a frequent flyer on United, it was nice to see which drinks were available. Wi-Fi is available, but for a fee. $8 or 800 miles for Mileage Plus members, or $10 for everyone else. Free messaging is available regardless, but you do need to activate it. T-Mobile customers are eligible for free Wi-Fi as well. I did connect to the free messaging, but I couldn't get it to work 100% today. This is a good time for me to mention I'm traveling with my good friend Mira on this flight, and she did get the messaging to work. We were in Puerto Rico on a volunteer trip to assist local animal welfare organizations. We helped out with a community vaccine clinic and rescued some street dogs. If you'd like to learn more about the organization's work and their mission, we'll leave a link in the description. Once connected to the Wi-Fi, you can use United's private screening library of onboard media on your own device. There was a good selection of movies and TV shows, but it was similar to what was available on the IFE. About 20 minutes after takeoff, the crew started the onboard service. United Airlines lets you pre-order on most flights that offer a meal service, including flights to and from United hubs. 5 days ahead of your flight, you'll get an email or push prompt to select your meal. Catering is limited out of San Juan, so there were only 2 options for our flight, chicken or a vegetarian pasta. Be aware there is no option to order a special meal on this route. Working front to back, the purser came around to confirm our meal choices and take drink orders. Drinks arrived with a small ramekin of mixed nuts. I ordered a gin and tonic. It was served with a second round by default. The purser gave me the unopened can of tonic so I could decide how much to use. This was a thoughtful touch. Hot towels were then distributed, which is always nice. We've been missing this on Delta. Meal service comes out as a single tray. I pre-ordered the grilled chicken breast with almond rice pilaf, red pepper sauce, and grilled vegetables. This was accompanied by a side salad of fresh cucumber, cherry tomatoes, and red onions. Dinner also includes a roll with butter. My friend Mira had the cheese manicotti with marinara and Alfredo sauce. Overall, I thought the quality of the food was good. The chicken wasn't dry, which was my fear. The salad was an interesting mix. It was a lot of raw red onions. The bread was fresh but could have been warmed up. For dessert, the menu had listed a cheesecake, but we received a flan. This was a decent and nice local element for a flight from Puerto Rico. Following the meal, I ordered a cup of coffee. The purser checked in periodically offering drink refills, but no other food or snacks were offered on this flight. There's one lavatory at the front of the 737 for first class passengers. Unfortunately, on these MAX 9s, they're a bit tight, but they get the job done. This one was kept clean during our flight. I spent the rest of the flight enjoying a movie on the onboard IFE. Trevor and I fly a lot of Delta in and out of DC, so it was interesting to give United a shot. I think this crew in particular was outgoing, friendly, and worked hard the entire flight. The purser and a second flight attendant served the first class cabin, and this meant service was fast and efficient. On many domestic flights, there's often one flight attendant up front. We were soon approaching Northern Virginia. Enjoy the sunset approach and landing in the Dulles, and we'll be back to wrap things up.
Welcome to Dulles Airport. We have made it. That was a pretty good flight. The flight crew was super friendly. The flight attendant, especially during meal service, was very proactive with drink refills. They were very quick to start the meal service and clear the trays. We didn't see much of them after that, but we were in the bulkhead, so it was very easy to wave to them if we needed something. Overall, I was very happy with that flight. I'm going to get my bags, and I'll finish the rest of this with voiceover.
Not only was this a pleasant flight, we also arrived about 30 minutes early, which is always nice. So how much did we pay for today's flight? For this one-way ticket in first class from San Juan, Puerto Rico to Washington Dulles, we paid $573. Keep in mind that fare included my 2 checked bags. Overall, I thought that was good value for this flight. The flight crew, especially the purser, were friendly, and I would definitely fly United again. Let us know in the comments if you'd like us to try their Polaris business class. If you enjoyed today's flight review, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to keep up to date. We have new first class content from Delta and American Airlines coming soon. You can also check out our channel memberships here and on Patreon, where we post exclusive content that doesn't fit on the main channel. Thanks for watching. On to the next adventure.